Hello, welcome back. How are we all? So today I am going to be opening a box of cards. Let me make sure I get the right one. So this lovely box here, cover my address, is from Card Kingdom. Fortunately, Customs had me and I had to pay money to get it from Customs, which is a bit of a pain. So, what's the best way to do this? Let me, do that. Let's go down close to the other camera, shall we? Let's take a peek at what we've got. We have a desk. Yes, we have desk. We have too much desk. Definitely too much desk. And we have too much music, so I have too much cables and everything else on my desk. But hey ho. So we have delivery from Card Kingdom. This was the cheaper one. This was the $200. It cost me just under £50 to get out of for customs. So we have my list of cards that are in here. First time I've had this. So, yeah, we have Packing Peanuts, and we have the fantastic, super amazing Card Kingdom box inside it. We need these peanuts out of the way. Can I do that properly? Did I lose any peanuts? Peanuts? Yeah, well, this is tightly packed. Oh, they've thrown a token in there as well. What is this token? It's, we got a couple of other little bits and bobs in here. So we have stickers. Card Kingdom stickies. Woohoo! More styrofoam, more packing peanuts, and a lot of cards. So, how am I going to get these out? Because you've got these peanuts. Let's get the peanuts out of the way. Peanuts everywhere. Who wants some peanuts? So yeah, a big bulk of this pack, as I'm going to show you, is a lot of these cards. Lands. Very old school lands as well. Very old school lands. Oh, and there's a couple of random things in here as well. What is that? What is that? That's 100 there. So we have those. We have everything falling over. There must be some order to this. So there we got all the planes. Nice old school planes to go in my spirit deck. But there's more. There's more of them. There's more There's more lands. And that is cool, because I do like having things all the same. Again, old school islands. Anyway, who is out there? Let us know if you're in chat. I don't know why, but this is upside down. I'm pretty sure my video wasn't upside down all the way through the last one. Because I was reading it off the screen. I don't know how that's happened, but bang. There we go. How very odd. That's better. I can't remember what else I had from you, but we do have some mountains. We have and some more mountains. I wasn't sure how many mountains I had. We've got some relentless rats. I think I bought multiples of some cards, because some are for H-bomb, but he doesn't know that. So that's for my these are plague rats. I'm trying to keep these in order because I think they were in order. But I'm going to have a mountain toppling at some point. So I could really do with zooming in on this, couldn't I? So, Apprentice Wizard. So, pay 1 and tap, add 3 to your mana pool. Play it as an interrupt. Nice cards. Flickering Spirit. Oh, Marrow. Some of these cards, I just looked at them, I thought, that sounds really cool. So, it's a creature for 4. Its power and toughness equal to the number of cards in your hand. I have 1 for 2, Angel Page. That's what I missed. This is what I missed earlier. So they put their own beast token in there. Card Kingdom. That's pretty cool. I like that. Ravenous Rats. Arcana Justice. 4/4 for 5. Fly in. When it dies, exile target permanent. Very nice. Quite a substantial power and toughness. And when it does die, I can exile a target permanent. Very nice. Seraph for the Masses. Again, it costs 7. Convoke fly in. Power and toughness equal to the number of creatures you control. Sustaining Spirit. So upkeep is 2 cumulative. Any damage that would reduce the life total to less than 1, instead reduce it to 1. Oof. Approach of the Second Sun. So cost 7, sorcery. If it was cast from your hand, very odd. If it was cast from your hand, and you've cast another spell called this, you win the game. Otherwise, put it in its owner's library, sell them from the top, and you gain 7 life. So, very nice, because every 7 turns you get 7 life. Marrow Sorcerer. I spot a trend here, I think. 3/3 with Flying and Vigilance. How many of these do I get? 4/4 for 5. Tap and add 2 to the mana pool. And it's a creature. So, very handy. I can't remember buying that many though. That's very odd. But it is any colour, so maybe that's why I got it, because it's has no colour. Oh, so who's in chat? Did you see that? Did you see it? Did you see it? Did you see it? Kami of False Hope. So 1/1 for 1. Sacrifice it and prevent all combat this turn. And here is my spirit. Here is my spirit. 3/6 for 7. Iobi has fly-in, and whenever you play a spirit or arcane spell, put a 3/3 white spirit creature token with fly-in into play. So that is my spirit commander. Although I can only play it in multi games where there's like 3 or 4. Can't play it in 1v1. Idle on Countless Battle. Spirit. Obviously they fight quite low. 1/1 for 3. Bestow double strike. Enchanted creature goes +1/+1 has double strike. And it is Spirit. Glimpse of the Sun God. Tap X target creatures and scry 1. Is that the one I just had? It is in there. Glimpse of the Sun God. Glimpse of the Sun God. I'm going to check these off on my list later, but yeah. Spirit again. 3/1 for 2. Each player can't draw more than 1 card each turn. Really annoying cards for some people. 1/4 for 4. Look at the top card of your library. Reveal the top card. If it's a land, and tap. And put a +1/+1 until the end of turn. Oh, it's a spirit. Oh, and Hikari. 4/4 for 5. Spirit. Fly in. When you play a spirit arcane spell, you may remove Hikari from the game. If you do, return it into play under its owner's control at the end of turn. Interesting way of protecting it. Horizon Seed. Spirit. 2/1 for 5. When you play a spirit or arcane spell, regenerate target creature. Very nice. Very, very good card. It's quite expensive at 5 mana, but it does a lot. Another spirit with flying, 2/3 for 5. Flying and soul shift. It's in Kami. Tap target creature. That's quite nice because once you've got a nice little bit of mana there and you're playing more and more spirit or arcane spells, you can keep tapping target creatures. A 1/1 for 1 spirit, just a little one there, but handy. Another spirit, 1/2 for 2. When it's put in the graveyard from play, you gain 2 life for each. Put it in the graveyard, play this turn. Okay. Dreamstone Hedron. I think I've got a couple of those. Again. Pay 6, tap and add 3. Pay 3 and tap. Sacrifice and draw 3 cards. Oh, what's these now? Some big beasties. 10/10 for 10. When you cast it, create a 10/10 colorless creature token. So you play that for 10/10 for 10, and then you also get the 10/10 creature token as well. Very cool. Expensive, but very cool. So some of these lands I didn't have. Got a few of them. Stormherd. Cost 10 to cast. And create X 1/1 white Pegasus creature tokens with fly-in, where X is your life total. So if you're playing white and you've bumped up your life to 40 or 50, you can create 40 or 50 1/1 creature tokens with fly-in. It's going to cost you 10 to do it. Sun Titan, I think I've got one of these now. 6/6 for 6. Tasty card. Another spirit. It's 3/3 for 5 with fly-in. Will of the Council. When it enters the battlefield, starting with you, each player votes for an artifact, creature, or enchantment card in your graveyard. Return each card with the most votes or tied for most votes to your hand. So that's an interesting one, because if you're playing against 3 people and they've all got to vote, if they all vote for different cards, you can return the 3 cards to your hand. And legendary creature, 1/3 for 3. Pay 4 and tap. Look at the top X cards in your library, where X is the highest CMC among your artifacts. You may reveal an artifact card from any among them and put it in your battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library so you don't lose them. Another spirit, 2/2 for 4. Flash, fly-in. When it enters the battlefield, remove target attacking or blocking creature from combat. Psychosis Crawler. Another nasty one for 5. Power and toughness equal the number of cards in your hand. When you draw a card, each opponent loses 1 life. Horrible. Another spirit, 2/1 for 2. Fly-in, sacrifice it, and exile all cards from target player's graveyard. Ouch. Nibblers of the Urn. Another spirit. 1/1 for 2. Fly in. When it attacks, you may tap target creature. 2/1 for 3. Another spirit. Fly in. When it deals combat damage to a player, you gain 1 life for each artifact that you control. So you can see where this is going with all these spirits. I've got to work out which is the best to run. Obviously I need some other things in there as well. Terran Ghost. 1/1 for 2. Fly in. Sacrifice and regenerate target artifact. Golem's Eye. Artifact for 4. Tap and add 2 to mana. And I've got a few of them. I've got to say, all these cards from Card Kingdom are in really, really good condition. Oh. Until I wreck them. Another spirit. Protection from monocolored. Sanctum Spirit. 3/2 for 4. Lifelink. Destroy a historic card. Gains indestructible till the end of turn. And Circle Elders. Another spirit. Flash. And you get extra 1 defense. 2/2 for 2. Another spirit. When it's battlefield, target creature gets +1/+1. Oh, there's the foil. Battle Squadron. Fly in for 5. Power and toughness equal number of creatures you control. Ogre Vec. You'll be getting with my other cards. So my other deck, I've got a shadow deck. At the moment it's black, but I'm going to change it to a black, white, blue, I think. Black, white, blue, black, white, red, black, white, blue. So this is got shadow. Not many people actually play shadow. And as you can see there, the creature can, with shadow, this creature can block or be blocked by only creatures with shadow. So if people are not running shadow, they can't block you. They can't block this. They do seem to be small numbers though. It's only a trickle when you're attacking. But you know, it is a case of it can attack a planeswalker and it can't be defended against. So people who've got planeswalkers decks, sorry. Not sorry. What's that? Bird Wizard. Ghost Warden. Another spirit. Now this is very cool. I'm gonna push the flaps underneath there so I can move my hand so it's a bit more comfortable. Galla Warden. Another spirit, 3/3 with flying for 5. Other creatures get +1. 2/1 for 3, flying and first strike. Sunburn Titan. 7, 10 for 8. When it enters or leaves the battlefield, choose a land of each basic land type, then destroy these lands. So it's a hard one to play, but you never know. There. I think we've seen this since. 5/5 for 6. Fly in. When it dies, target player skips his or her next untap step. Tap up to 5 target permanents that player controls. Kami of Ancient Law. Spirit, 2/2 for 2. Destroy target enchantment. On sacrificing. 2/2 for 2. For 3, sorry. Fly in. When you cast enchantment, put a +1/+1 on here. Celestial Carrion, 3/3 for 4. Fly in. When you play a spirit or arcane spell, destroy all permanents with that spell's converted mana cost. That's a nice foil as well. Check that out. Doomscape. Another big beastie. 10/10 for 7. As trample. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature. You gain life equal to that creature's toughness. So you could sacrifice itself, I suppose. If you're moving your mana to life. Eidolon of Rhetoric, 1/4 for 3 is the spirit. Each player can't cast more than one spell each turn. That's really annoying, but it's good. And another foil leveler, 5. 10/10 for 5. When it comes into play, remove your library from the game. That is a tough one. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's move these out of the way. It's not very satisfying noise, but let's see what else we've got. Revenant. Five for 6. Legendary creature. Fly in. When it enters the battlefield, if an opponent has more life than you, you gain 5 life. So a nice little boost. When it enters the battlefield, if an opponent controls more creatures than you, put a 3/3 White Angel creature token with flying onto the battlefield. And Executioner, Spirit. Two of them. Enchanted creature gets +0/+2 for each other creature you control. So that is good defense. Another spirit. And we get into the big ones. So this is for my Lots and lots of persistent petitioners for my petitioners deck. So there we go. I think it's about 20. Is it? Yes, I think so. Yes, not a serious. You can't play it day in, day out. But you know, it's always good fun to be able to pull a deck out like that and just play it. Archon, 4/5 for 7. Flying. When it attacks, deal up to 2 target non-land permanents. Detain. Untap your next turn. Permanents can't attack or block. And or activate the abilities. That was very nice. Belfry Spirit. Another spirit. Oh, Esperia Supreme Judge. So 6/4 for 6. Flying. When a winner attacks you, when a creature attacks you or a planeswalker you control, you may draw a card. Another spirit. Another spirit. Lots of these spirits. Defender flying. Oh, look at that. Awakened Amalgam for 4. Power and toughness is equal to the number of differently named lands you control. It's a bit like the one we pulled earlier. Nico Omna. 2/2 for 3. When it comes into play, destroy target enchantment. Whenever you play a spirit or arcane spell, which you will do a lot, you may return it to its owner's hand if you need to. That's good. You can cycle this in, so if you keep playing a spirit, so you can bring it into play for 3. Play a spirit, take it back into your hand, play it again, destroy another target enchantment, put it back in your hand. Clone Shell. All these spirits. Pause on them so you can have a quick look. Freeze the video if you need to. All these got different little things that can be handy through the game. But you know, it does depend on what cards you pull at the end of the day. 100 cards in your deck. You just don't know what's going to come up. 4/4 for 6 flying. When it dies, return target enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Arcane Absolution. Folio of Fancies. Player has no maximum hand size. And tap for 2x. Each player draws that many cards. So handy to have it in a mill deck. Guess where that's going? With my petitioners. Flickering Spirit. 2/2 for 4. Flying. Play 4. Remove spirit from the game, then return it to the player and under its owner's control. Angel Curator. 1/1 for 2. Flying. Protection from artifacts. 2/2 for 4. Jace's projection. There we are. I'll get out. When you draw a card, put a +1/+1 counter on Jace's projection. And pay 4 and put a loyalty counter on target Jace Planeswalker. And Jace's Ruse. There we are. It's a 5, so it's a big end for sorcery. Return up to 2 target creatures to their owner's hand. You may search your library and or graveyard for a card named Jace, Arcane Strategist, reveal it and put it into your hand. If you search your library this way, then shuffle it, obviously. Dope. More Archons. Arcane Redemption. And we got some more lands. Old school. That's a very horrible card. It's a very horrible, very old school card. All opponents' lands are tapped and all opponents' mana pools are emptied. Opponent takes no damage from unspent mana. Alright, Primal Clay. For 4, when you cast Primal Clay, you must choose whether to make it a 1/6 wall, a 3/3 creature, or 2/2 fly-in. It will then remain in this form until altered by another card or removed from play. So, Shapeshifter for 6. Artifact creature has power and toughness add up to 7, but neither may be more than 7. Set them when Shapeshifter comes into play. You may change them during your upkeep. Beast of Burden. Another one of these. A nice foil. Very odd graphic, but yeah. Power and toughness equal to that number of creatures in play. Again, for any Flickering Spirit. So 2/2 for 4. Returns, pay nothing. Returns Flickering Spirit to its owner's hand. So again, you've got that thing where you can blink it in. Puts a spirit on the battlefield, and rinse, just repeat. So, what do we have here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rats. So 8 rats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rats. They're foils, and because it's the only rats that they had. Relentless Rats. This is for my rats deck. So they get +1/+1 for each other creature on the battlefield named Relentless Rats. So if I manage to get all of these rats out, they would all get this +1/+1 summed. So they'd end up being 10/10s. Again, not a deck I'll play all the time, but yeah. Big ass zombie with trample. Some more Hedron Archives. These are foil ones though. Kami of the Honoured Dead. 357 flying. When it's dealt damage, you gain this much life. Waxmane Baku, 2/2 for 3. When you play a spirit or arcane spell, you may put a key counter on Waxmane Baku. One, remove however many counters from it and tap that many creatures. Oh well. Another spirit. +1/+2. If I tap. Another spirit. That is Kami. Here we go. Myojin of Cleansing Fire, 4/6 for 8. When it comes into play, with a divine encounter on, if you played from your hand, it's then indestructible as long as it's got a counter on it. Remove a counter, destroy each other creature. That's crazy. We've got some nice lands. 5/5 for 7. Flying and haste. When a creature is dealt damage by this turn, put it into a graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on this card. When it deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. Again, going in my what's in my decks? I don't know. I can't remember ordering 5. I don't know. Death Touch. I hate Death Touch. So let's give it to everybody else. Crystal Vein Land. Tap and add colourless mana pool. Sacrifice that too. More spirits. Use a Kraken Planeswalker. So costs 5. So +1 ability, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. -3 is destroy target creature, or -8 is target opponent gets an emblem with whenever a player draws a card, you lose 2 life. So basically, not very nice if you want to put that on somebody. That's a nice foil as well. Anyway, who is out there? Who is watching? Altar Golem for 7 has trample, power and toughness equal to the number of creatures in play. Creatures in play. Don't forget. Doesn't say power and toughness are equal to the number of creatures that you have in play. It's number of creatures in play. It doesn't untap during a controller's untap step. Tap 5 untapped creatures you control and untap it. So that could be immense, but you've got to have 5 creatures on the battlefield as well as this to do silly damage. And They're both foil and they're both nice. Another spirit. Very nice. Spirit and Dull. It's got Shadow. Remember what I said about Shadow? I like Shadow. That's going in my Shadow deck. Actually, I'm going to move that for a minute. Bit more comfy. Then again, this does move me closer to the camera. Let's just turn it around and rest. And it's a spirit, so it's very nice. Apocalypse Dawn, Demon. Power and toughness equal to the number of cards in your graveyard. At the beginning of your upkeep, tap unless you sacrifice another creature. Paladin Myr. So, artifact creature, tap and add 2 to your mana pool. Jace's Sentinel. So if you got this in a deck with Jace, Planeswalker, so it's a 1/3 for 2, but it becomes a 2/3 and can't be blocked. And we've got some Jace Planeswalker. So +1 is draw card, +1 and tap all creatures you control. And -9 gain control of up to 3 target creatures. People will be dying to get that card off there. Again, Phantom Flock comes into play with 3+1/+1 counters on it. If damage will be dealt, prevent the damage, remove a +1/+1 counter. $13 for 10. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice it unless you pay 2. And you can morph it for 9. Windborne Muse, another spirit, and we've got some more rats here. They must have got lost. A Marrow, I think we looked at that earlier, or one of them. Yeah, I think I went on a rampage and bought a load of biggie beasties. So what do you think of that one? Interesting text on this, don't you think? And you've got the older symbols on there as well. Living Law for 4. As it enters the battlefield, exile an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard. Living Law's power and toughness are each equal to the exile card converted mana cost. When it deals combat damage, you may sacrifice it. If you do, You may cast the exile card without paying a mana cost. Nice foil as well. Nessian Bow. Again, another nice one. And it's the like this one. This is the promo card. So is that. Like more spirits. I think I've gone through that one before. Ancient Ooze. Power and toughness equal to the total converted mana cost of the creatures you control. So if you've got Galta and a couple of other bits and bobs, it becomes quite powerful. Spirit and Core is flying. Redirect 1 damage from a spirit to another creature. Apprentice Wizard we've looked at because I've had one already. There's the Jace. Planeswalker Jace, +1 draw card, and then -7. Creature you control can't be blocked this turn. And that goes with the other one, and it's the foil. And there we are. A nice. Is that fourth? I can't remember. Is that fourth? Let me see. It's got the tap. Had two colorless mana. Let me have a quick look which one I got. Yeah, so that's a 3rd edition Soul Ring, so that cost $9, but worth every penny to have a nice classic card in the deck. Classic. Angel Page. Angelic Page, 1/1 for 1, spirit with fly in, and I can tap and give a +1 to +1 to anything. Yamiji, who bars the way, 4/4 for 7. When a legendary permanent other than this is put into the graveyard from play, return that card to the owner's hand. Numa the Devastator. Ruham of the Fomori. 7/7 for 4. So it's a low. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose an opponent at random, and this attacks that player if this combat is able. dearly departed. 5, 5, 4, 6. Flying. As long as it's in your graveyard, each human creature you control enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1. And there's the Masters. Foil Rat. And a Magnavox monster. It is cost 4, has haste, power and toughness equal to the number of sorcery cards in all graveyards. All graveyards. I think we did that one earlier. Again, this is a, you know, it's good, but you know, it's only costs 3. It comes into play with a time counter on it for each island you control. Power and toughness equal to the number of time counters on it. Oh, these are foils. I can remember getting that. So, Drog Skull Cavalry. So that's a rare from the intro pack. It says by there. And the promo card. That's a stunning picture. Squelching leeches. So power and toughness equal to the number of swamps. Nightmare. Here is another another third edition. Third edition Nightmare. Brass Herald. Heavy. It's a 2/2 for 6, but very effective. When it comes into play, reveal the top 4 cards of your library. Put all creature cards of the chosen type revealed this way into your hand, and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. So guess what I'm going to choose? Spirit. Because what's the chances in the Spirit deck? Quite high. Leviathan, 10/10 for 9. And that's the other. What did I get? 2. 3/6 for 7. Iobi, who split the heavens. I can't remember getting that. So this is Bolas, Nicole Bolas from Chronicles. Sturmgeist for 5. Flying. Power and toughness equal to the number of cards in your hand. When it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Shardock Isle again. I like that. With the border. Eldrazi Temple. Didn't have one of these when I ordered it, but I've got one now, so yeah. And a Drove of Elves. So there we are. That concludes my video there. And so that was the first box of stuff I ordered. I thought there was more shadow stuff in there. So what was that? What really cost me in that bundle? Oh, well, let's have a look. The Soul Ring was $9, but obviously that's a really old card, so that's what you'd expect, really. Most of the cards are fairly cheap. You know, the 20 petitioners were only 59 cents each. Over here they are a fair bit more than that. They are more like $1.50 to $2 each. And all the planes, the planes were just 12 cents each. You know, so I've got a load of them. And yeah, it's just nice to have some of the older classic cards in the deck, you know. Other ones, there was a couple of other bits and bobs. The Relentless Rats were quite expensive. There were the 8 rats were $3.19 each, but you can't get them over here in the UK because it's just they're just not about. People have bought them up. Yeah, Jace was $3.50. Windbomb Muse was that as well. So yeah, only the Soul Ring was that dear, really. There's another card which was $5, which was Eldrazi Temple. But yeah, there we go. Hopefully you enjoyed that. And looking at the cards, I gotta go through and tick them all off. But I've enjoyed that. Nice box and stickers. And yeah, tomorrow will be the other box. So catch you tomorrow. Hopefully.